Hello, everybody. You're watching. Well, this is C.B Smallwood, and you're watching 100 Days of Making Comics. And I think this is day 51. Here's my logo. Probably do a better one here sometime or another. But anyway, gee, what do I have to report? Well, let's see. I'm sitting here listening to Tom Waits' debut album, unless I'm mistaken. It's called Closing Time. Never really heard it before. It's really good. I think I'm about 35 minutes into the album. I really enjoy it. It's very laid back, kind of loungy. But anyway, you just, don't really want to hear my critique of Tom Waits albums, or Tom Watts. Is it Tom Watts or Tom Waits? Let me tell you what I've been doing. I've been drawing. I have been drawing every day. I haven't been uploading videos every day, but I have been drawing every day. And I've been trying to, get stuff done. Okay, let me show you little things that I've done. I have to go back and kind of change a few things here and there because I make things up on the fly so often that I'm not really consistent like I should be. And I'm not talking about style either. I'm just talking about, consistent of like, if somebody's got a baseball bat, that same person needs to hold the bat in, the next panel or so, I've added like sunglasses, on this guy. Got a shotgun here. What else I got? Added the baseball bat, the flannel man. I'm sorry again about the video quality. It's a lighting issue, and I'm just being really lazy with this episode. I just kind of want to knock this bad boy out of the way because I'm a little behind. I haven't been able to upload like I want to. Added some glasses to this guy. I changed this guy's bandana to a hat. Put him some flannel on. And let me wipe this camera and make sure that it's clear. There we go. Anyway, fleshing this panel out some more. I'm going to add 2 people here. Fleshed out this panel just a little bit more, not much. Done a few little tweaks here. I don't think anybody can really notice what I've done, but did some tweaks. Pretty much for the most part on this last panel. Kind of finished this up, Added some more details so this wasn't so bland. Some rubble, rocks, that sort of thing. Probably I may add some more leaves later. Not really for sure. Back again on the first page. Added a few more shadows to the leaves as they glide across the tombstone. I don't think I've done not too much else here lately to this page other than that. Same goes for this. I'm going to go over this just a little bit more. Let's see. I have a few more pages I want to show you guys and gals. Let's see. All right. Here's this. I think I might have showed you this page last time, but added some rock arm details to Wildcat here and a few other things. And, again, still needed to work on his face. There's the girl's face. Yeah, I showed you this page before. So let me move past this. Added glasses on the guy here. And kind of looking at this face, not sure if I'm happy with it, but maybe I should just leave it alone and not muck with it. I don't know. So yeah, that's pretty much it as far as that stuff goes. Now let's see. Now the next, let me get my brain kind of straight here. I'm a little idle brained. So I've been plotting out the next couple of pages, even though I'm not even finished with the pages that I already have. When I mean plotting out, sketching out, you know, that sort of thing. But you've seen this already, but I'm going to show it again because this is, I'm building up to kind of what I got now. All right, and then that page goes into this page. All right. And then from there is probably anywhere from 2 to 3 more pages of Wildcat just beating the hell out of people, basically, you know. And at some point that kind of wraps up, you know. And at a pure exhaustion, you know, Wildcat will flip over, you know. Because he's been in the grave for a long time, about 10 years, give or take. And like he was basically dead in the grave, and he's kind of regenerated, and like so he had this spurt of energy fighting these guys, but like it's still kind of, you know, taking its toll. So after he beats them all, he kind of croaks over. So let me tell you something before I show you this. I can draw, guys. I seriously can. But sometimes when I sketch, I'm slobbering on myself. Sometimes when I sketch, I kind of just go a little wacky doodle with it. Okay, so keep that in mind. You know what this puts me in mind of? It kind of puts me in mind of a lot of that so-called art that you see in the big fancy art galleries. Well, I shouldn't be disrespectful to other people's art, you know, really, because really art's very subjective. You know, what one person likes, another person won't, and that sort of thing, and back and forth. But gosh, you have to admit that there is some art in art galleries that is questionable whether it's art or not. I don't know. That sounds mean, but that's just kind of what I think. So anyway, I mean, I wouldn't want to see this in an art gallery. May move past this. I'm coming across as a pretty bad person. So here is after the battle. We got the Fox Girl, and this is, you can't really tell, but this is Wildcat kind of just laying there. He's conscious at this point, but he's kind of like making a grunt, sighing noise as he passes from consciousness over to being passed out. And this is supposed to be kind of all blacked out or whatever. And there'll probably be some captions here of the fox talking, like, "Are you all right? Are you no, you know?" And the text of the words that she's saying should be faded out toward the bottom because he's losing consciousness. Anyway, I know you can't really tell what's happening here, and that's mainly because, you know, I like to sketch a lot with ink pen, and the beauty of ink pen is everything's very dark and it's very instant and very rich as far as like your line work and stuff like that. But the negative is your lines are final. So if you're not really for sure on what it is that you're doing, you know, you get that big mess. And I don't always have my whiteout and stuff handy. And when you're sketching anyway, I don't, and you're not really taking it serious, I don't think you really need to use whiteout anyway, just as long as you got an idea of what you're trying to do. So in this third panel, the idea is this is Wildcat's arm, and he's a big guy, and so the fox is trying to help him, and so she's trying to pull him and get him up and she's going to take him home. And I wasn't really for sure what the posture was, but what I'm going for is she's digging her heels into the earth, and she's trying to move the unmovable, and she's struggling, you know. Maybe she gets him to budge an inch or two, or maybe not at all, you know. But you know, he's a big guy. So we see more of that here as she puts her hands underneath his armpits and is trying to pull him backwards, that sort of thing. Maybe some grunting, whatever, and she can't get him to budge. Here we see in the last couple of panels, she's giving it some thought, you know. Like, how can I move this big lug? You know, this guy's like 500 pounds or something. Oh, I know what I could do. So, and I wished I drew more of a Eureka face to that. I like this face. This one's good too, but I think I could have done better as far as the Eureka moment, you know, and I didn't necessarily have any anime, which I think anime would be the best route to go with as far as the expression, to give me an idea of what I could do for that Eureka moment. So anyway, the next sketch page brings us to here. Let me zoom back in. I'm zooming in, zooming out. Alright, so then on this first panel, she backs a truck up to where Wildcat's laying on the ground. On the second panel of this page, here's the truck, here she is, and she's putting a chain over her shoulder as she's digging in the back of the truck. This is Wildcat's limp body laying on the ground. From there, we see that a chain is being wrapped around that, I guess, trailer hitch thing, and there's her hand. She's got the chain, you know, and just basically showing that she had wrapped it around there, and she's still kind of working on getting it situated. After that, she has propped his leg up on her shoulder, and there's her arm holding that leg, and she's, you know, wrapping this chain around his leg and stuff, getting it situated. By the next panel, she's wiping sweat off her forebrow. You know, she spent an awful lot of, you know, time and effort in trying, you know, get all this done, and it's kind of exhausting. So here we see her hopping in the truck, and there's the chain. Now the angle of this may change, probably, you know, to something a little bit more dynamic. I don't know. It just depends on my overall artistic ability and also on my depth of laziness. You know, how lazy am I on that day when I try to look at this again. But I may do this panel kind of different later on. And then we got a big overall panel, and what I wanted to show with this is she's got the truck and she's dragging Wildcat with the chain, and here's a dead body, there's a dead body, there's another dead body, and the other guy got away, and there's trees and stuff everywhere, maybe a couple of tombstones here and there. Here's a bird, kind of like a raven looking thing, even though it don't look like it. It's just kind of watching. And just what I was kind of going for in this last panel is the absurdity of the moment. And then on this next page, we've got a establishing shot. Well, not quite an establishing shot, but you know, you got the idea. It's like a kind of like a farmhouse. There's the vehicle, so it lets you know that the same group of people have arrived at this area. Some brush or something like it in the corner. And then here we see a Interior shot of a bedroom. There's the fox. She's laying on the pillow on the floor. There's some guy sitting in a kind of like a sofa chair. I'm going to put some debris and garbage and stuff laying around, you know, maybe a bag of potato chips or two. There's Wildcat's leg on the bed. And then we get over to the next panel. The fox is waking up. She's, you know, wiping her eyes. The guy's still, you know, everybody's still where they're at. And then here in this panel, she's kind of slumped over. She's just kind of dragging, you know, because she just woke up. Wildcat's still in the bed. There's that dude on the couch. Now the dude on the couch is waking up. He's yawning, and here's the back of her head and her shoulders, and you know, they're having a conversation here. And then it brings us to the, let me zoom out, to the last page, which is a shot of Wildcat's feet and them at the foot of the bed, talking about you know, last night and what all happened and what the deal is with all that, you know, good stuff. And you can't really tell, but this is a second panel, and it takes up the lower half of the page, and a close-up shot, I guess. Here's Wildcat's bandaged up face. He'll have a bandaged up body. He's laying in this bed, and there's the fox, there's that dude, and they're just kind of talking about the whole thing. And the great thing about this is, like, it gives you, I don't know, I think it's eye candy to a degree, you know, if it's done right, and gives you plenty to look at. And then also, I think there's plenty of room to put lots of word balloons, you know, so I can really have fun and tell a interesting story if I wanted. Had turned Tom Waits down a little bit there. So anyway, what else do I got to report? I'm getting ready to wrap this up. Well, so I've been working on all these different pages, sketching out, you know, how, you know, what the next couple pages are going to look like. I've been working on, you know, my ladies. Been working on the ladies, getting them fleshed out, and working on some faces and that sort of thing, and a couple of designs, features for future advertisements possibly. Let's see. I got my naked lady here. This is from memory, trying to work on body. I'm kind of, I don't want to say I'm happy with it, but I'm pleased with the flow of this, because oh man, I'm terrible at drawing the female form. I mean, I can spend time to draw on it and make it look good. I can do that. Anybody can do that. But just like, you know, first take, you know, pick up a pencil or pen and just draw it and have it look good, I'm not there yet, you know. Let's see. I think I got maybe one other thing to show you, and then wrap it up, I guess. What do I got? Working on more faces. Working on more ladies. And that's it. Guys and gals, girls and guys, and everything in between. That's what I got for you. So that's pretty much this video. Before I go, I just want to say that, you know, I don't know what my uploading schedule is. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to upload this video on time when the sun comes up. You know, my job, you know, they've been calling me in here lately, so it's kind of unexpected, and there's a lot of people that's quit the security firm thing that I work for, and so when they do that, you know, a lot of people end up having to work doubles and being called in and that sort of thing. So I don't know what my schedule is going to be this week. So it does kind of get in the way of me uploading videos. But it has not hindered me from drawing. I have been drawing every day, working on getting better and trying new and different things and that sort of thing. What else? Unfortunately, I haven't got to do my Hapkido class, which since I do it on the weekends, it's kind of been ruled out since I work 12-hour days on the weekends. And so through the week, I'm able to go to it on Wednesdays, but they called me in yesterday, so I didn't get to go to my Hapkido class. So I'm going to lose my mind if I don't throw some people and have people throw me. What else? I guess that's pretty much it. You know, I know I have more to say. I usually have all kinds of good stuff to say. But I think I got the most pertinent stuff out. Is pertinent the right word? Even if it's not, I'm going to use it because it sounds correct to me. I will say that I've also been working on Will Avengers comic. It'll be coming out maybe 6 months to a year. It just depends on how fast things get colored and stuff like that. I've already had like a script completed for his book, but I've been going back over it, just kind of, tweaking it here and there since, I still have time to do that before it's time to actually get it lettered. But that's for his book. As far as like, doing that stuff for my book, it's not ready yet because on my book, all the pencils are not completed yet, so it's not really, I don't think it's really time to get into that. So yeah, I also want to remind everybody that I've gotten quite a bit of comments and suggestions and all kinds of good stuff here lately. So please give me anywhere from about 2 to 5 days to write you back. And if I don't write you back right away, don't be offended. It's not because I don't love and appreciate you. It's just that A, I'm usually pretty lazy about things, and B, sometimes I do have things going on, and I just so I will get to you soon. Okay. So that's it, folks. I want to thank everybody for all the upvotes, likes, and subscribes. If you want to support this channel, please subscribe and follow. And if you've already done that, remember to hit the upvote button, that like button, if you like my content. And I will catch you all in the next video. And as always, this is C.B Smallwood, and you're watching 100 Days of Making Comics. Yeah. I actually don't like the sound of me doing that deep voice. But whatever. See you again next video. Yeah.